would say the Steel Series.
Steel Series, honestly.
Steel Series.
I'd definitely sit with the Steel Series.
By far.
Definitely the Steel Series.
If I had to pick one of these to pick up in game right now, it's going to be the Steel Series.
Gamers prefer our headsets. Find out why at steelseries.com.
Alright, ladies and gents, how's it going? I'm Metis, and I'm going to be taking away this best of 3 this evening between Gamers2 and Flipsid. This is the quarterfinals of the GOCL tournament. It is a best of 3, and first up, as you can see, we're going to be starting on cash. So, I'm not sure how long we have until the knife round gets underway, but I've been informed that it will be very shortly. If I end up alt-tabbing, then you may see some performance drops, but that is because I only have the one PC to stream off. I ended up filling in today for Dabu quite last minute, so hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I am the English caster for this tournament today. I believe there's also Russian stream and maybe a Polish stream. Not 100% sure on that, but I know there are other streams out there. So big thank you to GTA, to G2 I should say, Twitch and Steel Series for making all of this awesome stuff happening and possible. And there's going to be plenty more action coming up, guys. Mihu, I'm not entirely sure. I assume that he'd be coming in. I'm guessing Dark. Let me just double check that for you. You may see some performance drops here. I was told that Mihu would be playing. Let me just confirm that for you. It appears that we do have a couple changes on the rosters here. I don't think Simple's in, and I don't think Mihu's in, but I am going to get that 100% sorted for you. I mean, Rebel could be Simple, I'm not entirely sure. Just finding this out to make sure before I start casting this game. I'm going to be flying solo for this evening, so hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, feel free to hit that like button, or follow button I should say. And if I pause to take drinks and such, I'm a bit sick at the moment, so I want to make sure I keep myself hydrated. And this could be quite a long game. I mean, a lot of people feeling like this is going to be quite a close one could very well go down to the wire, go down to the third map. I would certainly go alongside that. I think this could get towards the nitty-gritty stages. Knives are alive, I've just been informed. So the maps for this evening, for those of you that are asking, Gamers2 pick Cash, Flipside pick Cobblestone, and the last map will be Mirage, if we need it. So there you go. For anybody that's having issues with the stream right now, say if you can hear the audio but not the picture, hit the refresh button, that should help you out. Twitch sometimes has a bit of issues, so feel free to hit the refresh button. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up. Let me know if that's too loud or maybe not loud enough. Alrighty, so we are going to be jumping onto the knife round here. Winner of this, very likely, is going to be going for the CT side. Who's the streamer? My name's Metis. Same name as the stream name. CSGO caster. I cast for the likes of Sivo. I've casted some lands as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content today. Make the sound higher. That's good enough. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, we'll go to 8. There we go. Thanks for the feedback, guys. As I said, I stepped in kind of last minute, so some of the settings may not be perfect, but I'm very interactive with chat, so if you have anything, then feel free to throw it across. 212. I don't normally cast knife rounds. I think you can pretty much tell what's going on. And then it's going to pick up the last 2 knife kills, and it's going to probably put Gamers2 onto the CT side. Sounds good now. Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Rebel is Olaf Meister. Seems legit, bro. Leonites, what's up? Lionites. I always get your name wrong. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to have one more quick check to see if we've had confirmation on who the players are. Aha, Dark was their coach. Got ya, got ya. So Mihu is playing and Rebel is Simple. There you go, guys. For those of you that were asking before, I was pretty sure Rebel was Simple, but I just wanted to make sure 100%. Because it has happened in the past where someone's just tagged up as a random name and I've got confused. I am a simple man. I'm not the brightest. Apologise. Yes, Rebel is Simple, guys. He's just tagged up as the wrong name at the moment. And he's a pretty huge player on their team as well, so had he have been subbing out for this evening, I think a lot of people would have probably been a bit sad about that. I'll say it one more time, guys. Rebel is Simple. So here we go. We're going to be on to the pistol round. Flipside on T side. And Gamers2 occupying the CTs. This was their choice of map. And Flipside not going for any janky tactics here. They're just going to be playing one slow and steady. Looking for some picks and converting that into a sight plant. I can't change it to 60 FPS, guys. My PC sucks. This is going to have to do for now. I apologise for that. Not much I can do about it. So, either way. Innocent from Connector there, just peering out, not seeing anything. Flashbangs through with the smoke. And here comes a push through mid from Flipside. They're looking to push into vents, but Marzinho is there. There's the first frag from him with a P2000. That drops the bomb as well, gives a lot of information across to the poles. And now Innocent is going to drop that bomb even further towards the site. This has gone horrifically wrong for Flipside. They're trying to hold on, but that's a clean sweep. 5-0. And that's all she wrote for that round. Oh, Flipside going to go ahead and force up here. Or are they going to save? It looks like they're going to save. No bomb plant, no frags in that round. They have got a P250, a couple deagles, so... Well, not really a save, actually. They have committed. I mean, Rebel's only got $700 left, so they're going to have to make some of these shots count here. Tornado up with the MP9 spraying across as well. Does quite a lot of damage. Markelov and World Edit both down to around 40% of their hit points left. There's Minis coming back in again with the MP9. Long range spray down. And he will get the frag. Mihu pushing in, and it's just pretty much picking up the pieces. All those weakened players get shreked. And it's on Rebel and Bondik. That grenade that could have done more damage, but only does 2 off Bondik. Very, very close. Narrowly missing out. On the flip side, if they can get themselves another couple of kills here, it wouldn't be the worst round ever. But as you can see, I mean, they're just dropping like flies. It's all on Bondik. He's the last player remaining. He's in main. He's going to have the bomb in a couple of seconds, but Sparrow is looking across. Does get the first kill with the Tech 9. And looking for that second. Maniz does get picked off. So this is shaped up to be an okay round for Flipside. It wasn't a full eco. You saw they had deagles. They had like $700 left on a couple players. So this is going to go a long way to bridging that gap. And if Bondik can get across to B, which is bare right now, and get this plant down, this would be pretty solid for Flipside. They'd be happy with this. Surely not. Bondik's got the bomb planted. And Gamers2 have let this one slip through their fingers. They're probably still going to get the round. But that's huge from Bondik. And he goes down, and there you go. It will be the round picked up from Gamers2. But that should have been a lot clearer, considering I think it was like a 5-on-2 at one point.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Regardless, though, Gamers2 pick up the 2-0. Flipside, because of that bomb plant and some of the kills that were firing on in, do get themselves AKs on a Galil. So at first I was unsure about that Deagle buy on Simple, but it ends up paying off purely down to the mistakes of Gamers2. If Gamers2 can rack themselves together now and pick up some more frags, Flipside will of course probably be back onto a Force Buyer on Eco. I expect an Eco because they're not going to have much money. Of course, it does depend on how this round goes. If they get a bomb plant down, that could make the difference. Some frags, of course, wouldn't do them no. Oh my god. Rebel just doesn't check it. Simple just walks past and was not expecting Maniz to push that aggressively with the Mag 7. And now he's converted that Mag 7 into an AK. That is massive. And he's got a great positional advantage. Now looking into Garage. There's 2 kills. Looking for a third. He gets it and drops the bomb. Goes lurking and gets rewarded. He's still somehow alive, but only on 3 HP. Anything would take him down at this point. And surely he's not going to get more kills. There's another. And I thought for a second he was going to pick up his 5th and the ace. But Markelov will shut him down. What a fantastic round from Maniz. And Gamers2 take the 3-0. One sec, guys. Just checking something. Right. Back into game we go. Now that's probably going to keep Flipside guessing at this point. They're going to be thinking, well, hold on a second. That went horrifically wrong. We're not expecting that to happen. Maniz is now pushing again and getting the rewards. Markelov and Bondik both get dropped with the MP7, and his Nico round is expected from Flipside, so this has 4-0 written all over it. Gamers2 just need to keep their weapons alive and kicking, and this is a fantastic round from them. Blade moving into position on main. That's a lovely pop flash, and Mihu reaps the benefits. We'll let it comes in, but he gets dropped down very quickly, and now it's that man Simple. Last player alive. He's over towards Toxic Barrels on B. Just hoping for an exit frag at this point. And some of the mistakes that Gamers2 made letting the bomb get planted from Bondik before were certainly remedied from Maniz's beautiful push. And now Rebel's got himself too. I keep calling him Rebel. It's Simple. This is the issue that I have, guys. I just read what... I'm like Ron Burgundy of casting. Here we go. Rebel's going to be pushing back in again, and he gets shut down. Mihu gets the frag. 4-2-0. Just checking a couple of settings here, guys, to make sure. There we go. Now I know what the issue was. Here we go. There we go. Apologies, guys, for the frame drops now and again. I found what the issue was, and hopefully I have fixed that for you. These are best of 3, guys, so there's still a lot of action to go, but the start here for Gamers2 has been pretty solid overall. Flipside on T side, they'll be happy to get 5-6 rounds, I'd say, on the board here. So it's still early days for Cash. Markelov setting up the grenade, throws it over. And was Gamers2 choice of map as well. It's important to mention that Gamers2 are very solid on this map, and Blade gets completely flashed out there as a push in from me, who pays out dividends, but he will go down afterwards. So not the greatest trades. That will favour the terrorists here. It allows them to split the CTs that much more, but because they've telegraphed A so hard, this could end up backfiring still for the T's, as they've just lost 2 players to the hands of Maniz. Goes for the pop flash, looking for a third. That's awesome play from him. And Simple gets caught on the cross. Lovely from Maniz. Again, this guy has been the shining beacon for Gamers2. 11 for 2 right now. Mihu on 7 for 2. And Flipside can start to buy up pretty much every round now, as long as they get a couple kills in the bomb plant or so, because they do have the round loss bonus coming in. That flash was fantastic. It just goes to show, for those of you that want to improve in the game, never skimp on flashes. If you're going for an AK-47 or an M4 or whatever it is, try and get flashbangs. They can really make the difference. So, I mean, Flipside thus far, they've just been on the receiving end of a battering. They do have the first kill this time around on Mihu, who's been one of the standout players and often is one of the star players as well for Gamers2. But there's Maniz again with the headshot. Onto Main. That grenade is going to land and does significant damage onto Blade and also Simple. Both down chunks of health. You can see here that it's almost like Flipside aren't sure what to do. And like they're waiting for the smoke to clear to try and get picks, but they don't really have too much to follow up on. They've got smokes, but it's that man Maniz again. They can't get rid of him. He's always lurking around quad. And now the crossfire's in effect. Maniz just shuffles in onto NBK, but meanwhile up highway, there's Bondic. He gets 2 kills back, and maybe this is the moment where Flipside start to mount a comeback. They start to get some rounds on the board. A 2-on-2 tag team duos of Bondic and Simple up against Sparrow and Mouse. And Gamers2 come out ahead. But Bondic will be very disappointed that he didn't do better from that situation. They only tagged him up for like 33. It's now a 1-on-1, Simple against Mouse. Mouse is pushing in, the bomb's been planted, Simple's going to go for the smoke to try and screen his way, and they will get picked off, and that's a huge, huge round that slips away from Flipside. They do get the bomb plant, they do get 4 kills, so there is a silver lining, I guess, on that dark cloud overhead, but still, they wanted that round desperately, and it hasn't gone their way. I said on NBK, it's the spot NBK, guys. Some people call it Bjarly. The trolls are real. Scrubcaster. Confirmed. HLTV confirmed. Sparrow missing out on that shot there. Simple will return fire. Here comes the frag from Innocent, looking for a second one. And Blade is doing his best to try and fill in the gaps here, but the problem is that Flipside, they get entry frags. And normally that would suggest that Terrorists are going to have to do something with it. But then Gamers2 just go super deep on sites, and their calls have been phenomenal as well. They've typically rotated to the right side at the right time. This may be one of these exceptions to the rule. As for a few split moments there, 3 players were on B. That could also suggest that maybe Flipside are just too slow. Mihu gets all the way around the back, and that's what I'm talking about. They had the entry, and then they did nothing with it. Maniz is going to go right next to World Edit. He can't believe his luck. They nearly line up for him, and instead it goes for a 1-on-1. There's Sparrow, though, to pick off Bondic on the cross. He's only on 5 HP. And again, Flipside find themselves in a super close round. There's the first kill, another 1v1, Sparrow on 5. Surely this is the moment where Flipside get their round. There we go, Markolov with the headshot. Maniz and World Edit hugging it out on boost. I think Maniz nearly like fell off his chair. He was so surprised. Like, wait, what? There's a player next to me? Really? Let me just try and fix something for you guys. This is the first map, ladies and gents. If you've just joined us, it's Cache, Cobblestone, and then Mirage. This is Gamers2 choice of map. Flipside have put Gamers2 on eco because of the real close rounds that we've seen. Even though it is 6-1, a lot of these rounds have gone down to the last 2 or 3 players. Stop making it obvious you bet skins on Flipside. You what, mate? I don't bet on any games. Especially not games that I cast on. I just want to see good CSGO, boys and girls. On Flipside have looked a tiny bit shaky on their T side, to say the least. I mean, there's 2 ways of looking at it. One is to say that Flipside look shaky, the other is to say that Gamers2 have been really, really solid. But a lot of these rounds, as I said before, have gone down to the wire and Flipside have just been outclassed. Maybe this is the start of something special. This should be a 6-2. They've managed to penetrate their way onto B site. There's nobody here from the CTs to defend it. Bomb's been planted. Do the Poles want to try and retake this site? There's no reason necessarily for them to save. I mean, they do have some upgraded pistols, but they don't have Kevlar, they don't have grenades, they don't have defuse kits. It just seems like it would be a waste to save, but then again, at the same time, you know, they don't have defuse kits, so is there a chance they could even defuse in the first place? It would be purely bloodlust that would descend on them. They'd want to get frags rather than anything else, so saving the pistols does make them that much stronger going through to the next round.
Terrorists win.
And they are going to be buying up now. With some M4s, couple FAMASs as well. Flipside have finally managed to break the curse. They've got 2 rounds in a row. They need to keep this momentum going forward. What a lot of teams end up doing is after they're like 5-0, 6-0 down, they win a round, they reset the round loss bonus, and then they go back to losing again. And it absolutely destroys their economy. So that was a huge round for them. Yes, it was against Eco. But hey, it's Counter-Strike Global Offensive, right? Pistols can do anything. They are crazy weapons in the right hands. So it's an important hurdle for Flipside to navigate themselves over. And to pick up this round would be huge once again, because this isn't a fantastic buy-up from Gamers2. They are looking a bit vulnerable, just one defuse kit on the side. There's Innocent though from Connector. Gets the first one. A cheeky peek. He could be forced down from Blade. Yes, he will, and he gets picked off. So Blade will be able to pick up that M4 if he so chooses. Or will he keep the Galil? Looks like he's going to keep the Galil for now. Maybe a bit worried that someone would push him in and try and get the return track. There we go. He's picked up the M4. Meanwhile, in checkered, they go blow for blow. Mauzinho and Simple both exchange frags. Maus has been dropped though, 3 on 3. And these are the situations that typically Gamers2 have bested Flipside. But with those couple rounds in a row, maybe Flipside are starting to get that confidence oozing through their veins. Here we go. Simple from checkered gets a double spray down. And Blade finishes things off onto Mani, 6-3. And again, Gamers2 will be more than likely on an eco. Let's have a look at the scoreboard, see who the movers and shakers are. Mani's 14 for 6. Phenomenal performance from him. By far and away top fragging. Mihu's on 9. And then on Flipside, you've got a couple players on 8. But the momentum is definitely in the favour. On Flipside, there is another pick off early on in Innocent. This should be another clear-cut round for Flipside. I don't see them losing from this. Barring a miraculous play or a huge Herculean throw. And really their strats haven't changed that much from Flipside. It's just been a case that when they get down to these nitty-gritty 2v2, 3v3s, they're just closing them out now. They're still doing the same thing. I can't comment on Gamers2 giving up mid this round because they're on eco. A lot of teams will do this. You can't really afford to go blow for blow in mid when you've got pistols up against AK-47s and an AWP. You're always going to lose that confrontation. Mihu and Maus both chimed together. And Mihu's somewhat of a martyr there. Although he did die, he tagged him up enough to get the frag. But across the board, Maniz has been dropped, and now it's a 2-on-4. Sparrow and Maus. Sparrow now looking towards CT. Maus with the AK-47 will be looking to save this one for his team.
Bomb has been planted.
Looks like he will be able to save this as well. I mean, there's a lot of time left on the bomb plant, but will they go check T-spawn? Maybe. Sparrow just still chilling at CT, trying to get a quick P250 headshot. I was casting Taubson the other day, actually yesterday, for Sevo, and Taubson pulled off a sick 5-man ace with the P250 against the Force Spy. It's a fantastic weapon. I think it's a hugely underrated pistol. A lot of people going about the 5.7 and the Tech 9, but the P250 is just as deadly. So you do need to be very wary of that, and I like Flipside's choice there. They're just saying, okay, yeah, we got the bomb plant, we're going to take that round, not give any risks, not give any weapons away. Our economy's not necessarily fantastic ourselves, and this gives us a good foundation to build upon. Matt's actually missing the vent, which is a bit unfortunate. Gets it on the second time for asking though, and now pushing through mid. Double AWP setup for Flipside on T side. This is an interesting tactic, and not one that you see too often. Cache is one of those maps where you definitely can get away with it. Same as the likes of Dust 2, for example. There's a lot of similarities between Cache and Dust 2. And this suggests to me it will be a fairly slow round. You don't typically rush with 2 AWPs. There's the first pick off from Will Edit, and with that pick, and on Mihu, now they can look to push in, but it's that man once again, Maniz from Quad, who's raining out with the AWP of himself. He can get another kill. He could have bought up enough time for the rest of his team. That grenade lands right by his feet, and he does get another kill. That brings it back into a 2v3. Mouse chimes in for his frag, and suddenly it's a 2-on-2. There's Simple with the AWP. And now Mouse, what can he do? Not much, because Simple connects the dots. And Flipside pick up a 5th, but Maniz very nearly, with his individual brilliance, brought that back for Gamers2. So another force buy now from Gamers2. Again, not fantastic. No defuse kits, no grenades on Mouse. And an AWP in the hands of Maniz is more than enough to deal with Simple, who was pushing up B. And when you consider that at one point this game was 6-0 and is now 6-5, again, you see that seesaw of Counter-Strike goes in your favour and then it goes against you. And that's why I said at 5-6 behind, it's still early days. Flipside can pull this one back. Definitely, for me, a confidence-based team, and they're showing it right now. They are feeling good, and they are performing fantastically. Here comes another push onto A. They've seemingly determined that this is the weaker of the sites, even though Maniz was performing like a god earlier on. There's Sparrow, an innocent... Oh, Sparrow, without any bullets, tries to turn tail and run away, and he gets shut down from behind, courtesy of Bondic, who I think heard a player moving towards the forklift truck there, and that is innocent. We'll let it now with the AWP looking up from Highway. Could get a pick onto Mouse. No, he misses the shot. I would have bet on him landing it now. Innocent with the spray down onto Bondic. And that's going to make it 7-5. And the other interesting point is that even though Gamers2 won 6, I should say, in a row, probably 3 of those rounds were 1v1, 2v2. So on another day, this could easily be 8 or 9 rounds to Flipside, which is pretty crazy. Simple with the cheeky Zeus buy. Pretty sure that was a mistake. You never know, maybe he's going to pull off some craziness, and they're going to go for the double AWP setup again. And once again, it's on A. And even though I feel like this is quite telegraphed at this point from Flipside, there you go, he's just shot out his use there, so it clearly was a mistake. Even though they're telegraphing A, their executions and their entry frags have been so good, it doesn't really matter. Smoke's over. Thing as well from Flipside, what they may end up doing as well is stacking up towards A, throwing the smoke, baiting it, and hoping that Gamers2 over-rotate and then punishing them. And there's a push in from Maniz, but all he's going to get is a flashbang for his troubles, and he gets shut down. Not too sure about that aggressive play. Maybe desperate times call for desperate measures, but that's going to get him picked off, and now suddenly it's all on Mouse. He's got a FAMAS, he's got Kevlar, he's got a defuse kit. There's no reason to try and opt against 5 players on Flipside, and he will be looking to save that. Bomb's been planted. Let's switch over to Mouse. It's probably going to be a case of just like watching him camp on Toxic. Who's the caster? I am Metis. The maps are Cache, Cobblestone, Mirage. This is a best of 3. This is the quarterfinals of the GOCL tournament. I stepped in last minute for debut. I realised the stream is not fantastic quality, guys, but I did what I could to make sure that there was at least an English stream today for you ladies and gents. So please keep that in mind. Sydney, that's because I am sick. Which is why I'm trying to drink so much, so I keep myself hydrated. Right, so that FAMAS was saved from Mouse. Bondic is now going to be pushing through main, and with this eco, you'd expect Gamers2 to try something out of left field. That's exactly what they've done, double stacking main. Mouse does trade out the frag there, so it's not a bad start considering they're on eco. They still got that FAMAS. They switch it over to Sparrow because Mouse was so low. He's picked up the AK from the corpse of Bondic. And all things considered, this isn't a terrible round though, so far for Gamers2. They've stacked A though, and that's going to leave B completely ripe for the taking. And you can see the fast rotation from Markolov as that more than likely has been called out. I mean, the spidey senses are tingling. These guys have played so damn much that it's pretty much second nature to them. This B site would be open, and they've just gone for the plant. And now Gamers2 with 2 weapons. I don't see them really going in for this one. They're probably just going to save. There's no reason to throw these away. They've got an AK for Mass. They've got, again, the Kevlar and the Diffuse kit on Malzinho that have been with him for quite a while. They almost became a part of him. Drunk caster confirmed. Well, I'm sick, but I'm not drunk, bro. I don't really drink, to be honest with you. Just random. Thanks, Ghost.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, I'm going to say this probably a couple more times because a lot of people do join the stream a bit late and they're not too sure. It's a best of 3, guys. This is the first map. This was Gamers2's choice of map. Cobblestone is Flipside's, and then Mirage is the decider if we need it. This is the quarterfinals of the GOCL tournament. And Gamers2, after a fantastic start, now find themselves against the ropes. They were 6-0 up at one point on CT. It was looking great. Everything was looking simple for them, and that's a beautiful shot from World Edit, who completely read the mind of Maniz. Maniz is like, yeah, I'm going to try this, the jump up, get some information, maybe throw in a smoke or a flash or something, and no, I'm dead. Rip. And Gamers2, who looks so solid, now looks so weak on CT, and this is going to be bad news for them. They do have a very strong T side though on Cash, so I'm not going to count them out just yet. I said before we got into the business end of this first half that 5 or 6 rounds would probably be super strong for Flipside. 7's fantastic, and they are even eyeing up 8, which would be phenomenal for them. And again, Flipside with that early pick aren't doing too much with it. They're keeping the CTs guessing, hoping that over rotations come into play, and now they're going for B. That's the correct decision. That being said, though, Sparrow is moving around very briskly towards B. They already have Mouse, who's in the vent. Here we go. Let's switch over to him. There's the first frag, looking for a second. Heavily flashed out. Brings up the P2000. He gets rushed. The bayonet charge from Markelov nearly cost him his life, but they're doing damage. And with 10 seconds, they are going to get that bomb planted. Now, Mihu, no point, of course, for him to save it. This is the last round of the half. He's going to be going for broke. Double AWP setup. This is going to be extremely difficult for him to play off with, especially considering he doesn't have a defuse kit. He doesn't have a smoke. He's just got the one flashbang. So there we go. Dead as a doornail. 8-7 for Flipside. That knife was cheeky, mate. That was cheeky. So there you go. You can see who the top fraggers, the top performers are. Maniz on 17, Bondic on 14, and Simple on 13, respectively. Why don't we see the chat in game? I was asked to turn it off. The cheeky Nandos, lads. I quite like one right now. How do you get into these games to commentate them? It's Itsy Nater. I was asked to do it, dude. Debu had to step out. He had another game to cast, and so he asked me to fill in for him. So that's why I'm here. Either way, second half is beginning, and Flipside now find themselves on CT in good shape. Gamers2, though, as I said before, they've got a strong T side, if I can get my words out properly, and are looking to push towards main with that bomb, which was pretty much a tried and true and tested strategy from Flipside when they were on T. It worked a charm for them, even though Maniz was doing a great job from quad. And now with the push in, no one's checked the boost, and that's going to be to their downfall. They do lose a 2-for-2 trade. However, the Glock train is strong, and they're going in. They've got a Molotov and a grenade on Maniz. This bomb will get planted from Mouse. And now the retake needs to come in from Markelov and World Edit. They've got a grenade and a smoker. They're on the one click from Innocent to the forehead of World Edit. That is beautiful. And he's looking to rinse and repeat. Markelov's been tagged. There we go. Wasn't quite the majestic one click, but still just as efficient. And that's what I'm talking about. Gamers2, they can be a formidable opponent on the terrorists. They pick up the first round with style. The forced buy-in from Flipside. Oh my goodness. I've just got nerd shakes. That smoke though, Markolov. No one saw that, mate. Only 7,000, 8,000 people. Wasn't really his fault, to be fair. Someone jumped in front of him. Nice shot from Innocent. Which I think I'm going to have to say quite a few times today. Miniz, though, from Highway, completely catching Bondic off guard, which I'm surprised by, considering that his teammate just got fragged from Highway, so they must have known it was a push. But he was caught in a real sticky situation. There wasn't much cover for him to duck behind. But this force buy up from Flipside is just not paid off at all for them. Bomb planted from Innocent. And Gamers2 looking to pick up their 9th round. And yeah, Flipside is just going to go for the save. No point in them trying here. Let's switch over to their perspective. You've got Markolov in vent. Simple is looking on towards the B entrance. And then Will Let It's just chilling at the back, hoping that someone tries to push round. He can get a cheeky frag from behind. Sneaky beaky like. Gamers2 are fanning out. They're looking for some picks of their own, checking every corner. They do have to be careful because Simple with that scout can pick off some heads. And does just that onto Sparrow and actually tagged him in the body, I believe, for 23. Mihu has dropped off. Markolov did check that corner. And now Simple could be falling. Will Edit with a frag. Will Simple survive? No, he gets sprayed down in the dying seconds of the round. So unfortunate. They're not going to keep any of those weapons. And Gamers2 seek and destroy Flipside. Yes, I love Metallica. Deal with it. First thing I read in chat, I love me some wolves. Random comment of the day goes to Cindy. Flipside on the eco, looking for a push. They do get a kill. And that's going to be an AK-47 as well on the hands of Bondic. He's down to 57. So they get themselves another kill. It's a pretty solid round. Ooh, dink onto Miniz. 3 HP. This is going to get hot in here. Simple has to back away. He's getting tanked up so much, but still gets the kill onto Mihu, who doesn't check round the corner. Was not expecting that at all. And now they have got 2 kills, and it could be more than that. Simple gets shut down. Bondic. He's hungry for this. And he's got a kill. This is huge for Flipside. They're going to lose this round more than likely. But when you're in a full eco and you pick off 3 players and you save an AK, that's massive. I can't understate the importance of that play from Bondic, and it could come back to bolster Flipside's CT. Thanatos, you can't be serious. Bondic's got another kill. Miniz is on 3 HP. Is he going to get far away enough from this bomb? This is going to be real close. He's down to 1 HP in a dream. I'm thinking he's got 3 HP. The chances are he's about to get shockwaved out of this round. But no, he just about survives. Weird worm. I've never wondered that, mate. I'm sorry. Cash's Gamers2 choice, yes. Cobblestone's up next. Calculated. Badasses walk away from explosions, man. He knew exactly what was happening. And there's a grenade onto Mouse. That's going to leave a mark, but they're going to push through regardless. It is a force buy from Flipside. They've got lots of weaponry at their disposal, but they've lost the first player. And Mouse once again with the entry frag. Simple up on the boost. He gets 2 before dropping. That could be crucial, but the bomb has been planted regardless. Mini's in a good position, and he knows his Bondic's there. Another trade-off, 1 for 1. But with that bomb planted, surely the huge advantage is in the form of the terrorist, because it's all in the CTs to retake. And there's the pick-off from Innocent. Well, that it's been spotted out. And he does get fragged from knees. And this is what I'm talking about. Gamers2's terrorist side is really strong. It's really potent. So even though on paper you'd say, okay, they got 8 frags, that's pretty huge. I'm saying 8 frags. I obviously mean rounds. Good game, Caster. Report me, please. With Gamers2's T side just so strong, it doesn't necessarily mean a great deal. What rank am I? I'm Supreme Master First Class. Feels good to say that, man. I got promoted last night. I was hyped. Gamers2 anyway, they're going to be up against the flip side eco round. Anti-eco in effect, and Maniz again just strolls through mid. Just chilling. The cool his hand Simple gets the double with the knife kill. Innocent picks up the AK and wrecks Maniz, and now Blade R chimes in with a P250. I don't even know what I just witnessed. Simple. The ninja plays are real right now, and that's given Flipside a huge advantage in this round. Get shanked. So now Sparrow and Mouse must be like, guys, what the actual hell just happened? Why are you winning a 2v5 against Ecos? Why did you just get knifed? So many questions, so few answers. But they're still in a position where they can clutch this out. 3 players with pistols, 2 of which are tagged up. There's Marklov from Vents, and he derps that and he gets punished. He did tag up Sparrow a lot though. And there's Will Let It to pick up the pieces and the P250 headshot and finish off from Blade. Huge. The cast is actually Silver Master, it confirmed. I've got like a Photoshop thing every time I stream, and instead of the Supreme, instead of the silver, I've just got a Supreme like picture over the top of it. True story. So with that huge play now, it puts Gamers2 on a P250 in the form of Mihu. And Flipside can now back up again with an AWP on Simple, who's finally changed his name. Thank you, Simple. Only took you 20 rounds, mate. Unless I'm blind and it happened like 10 minutes ago and I just didn't notice, which is possible. Mihu up on the boost is going to see his teammate wrecked right next to him. And also another one, Sparrow. And Simple channeling his inner AWPing God. Gets 3 kills. Mihu, how did you not get that kill? I'm so surprised. That should have been a frag. Either way, Mouse is the last player, only for a couple more seconds, and he gets taken down. And the reason I'm giving Mihu a hard time is because this guy is a sick, sick player. You do not expect him to lose from that position. He changed at the end of the half. Okay, I'm a scrub. Fantastic fragging from Simple, though. Take nothing away from that play. It was massive, but I feel that Mihu should have got the kill onto him for that third one. Now the force in from Gamers2. There's Markolov, Sparrow, I think tagged up Mihu in the back of the head while flashbangs. That's pretty unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it stands at a 3-on-3, and they're going to get this bomb planted. Molotov's coming in, it's going to get hot in here, and the Molotovs are doing work. Simple gets the frag onto Innocent. But remember, this is a pretty much a full eco from Gamers2, so this is pretty damn good from them. Blade lines them up, knocks them down. And that will be the defuse. So let's see who stopped fragging for each side. Simple, 23 for 15. Maniz, 23 for 16. Very much even across the board, I would say. And that's definitely reflected in the 11-11 scoreline. Is this Kyanite? Nope. So Gamers2 go from a pretty much flawless T side to suddenly crumbling as well. I'm noticing a repeating pattern here. And now it's up onto Flipside to try and hold fast. Hiding outside of B. World Edit's on top of the box here, and this could be huge. Let's switch onto him. Drops down and gets shot from Sparrow. That's so unfortunate. The timing could not have been worse from World Edit, and he gets punished. And with that pick-off, you can see here that it's quickly forcing in a couple players to rotate, and in doing so, it's leaving A blank. I thought they may go for the rotation, but it's Simple that fires out from main. Sparrow's been tagged up, there's smoke, there's fire, there's flashbangs, there's the whole 9 yards. A kitchen sink somewhere has been just thrown. That Gamers2, but they're still coming out ahead in a 3-on-1, and Bondic with it all to do. And I was going to say it could be a mistake to just force in on B after that one. But it paid off for them. Just raw aim, raw prowess came to the rescue. Bondic, maybe looking for exit frags. I don't expect that he's going to go in on this one. Yep, looking for the exits. And he's not going to get them because the T's are rotating the opposite direction towards their own spawn. Going to be hiding in Toxic. 12-11. What a close match this has been. What a fantastic match this has been. Lots of huge individual plays. A few mistakes along the way, but that's to be expected. A lot of pressure on these players. It's the quarterfinals. How did I get into casting? I used to play at a pretty high level in previous games, years and years ago, like COD 1, COD 2. I got into casting then. So I've been casting like 6-7 years. It's just a passion though. Maybe one day it'll become something more. I'm not going to go into the whole story because it takes way too long, and you guys are here to watch this awesome CS, not hear about me. So, Bondic in a great position, in Squeaky gets the headshot onto Maniz, point blank range execution style frag there. Simple with the AWP, didn't quite catch that one, but judging from his position, it was on A main, and now you can see this from Gamers2. It's like, yeah, we're losing casualties, we're taking casualties across the map, but we're still getting bomb plants, we're still forcing the CTs to come and rotate. This time around it is a 4-on-1, make that a 4-on-0, it's simple. Just bashes down Mihu in the forehead with the AWP. But Gamers2 are still getting bomb plants even when they're losing, and that is a worrying sign for Flipside. And they're mixing it up a lot as well. We saw a lot of stacks on A, and they're going for the set plays. We've seen mid, we've seen B, we've seen everything. And that keeps Flipside guessing, it keeps them on their tiptoes. Gamers2 are able to buy back up again. It's going to be with the Tech 9 on Maniz though, but we've already seen what the Tech 9 can do in the right hands. Galil on Innocent. This is not a fantastic buy-up, but it can certainly work. Simple still with that AWP. And they're looking like they're going to go for the set play, the set piece onto A. Here come the smokes. Are they going to bait this one out, or is it going to be a force in? Judging where the bomb's going, I'm expecting this to be more of a bait than a force in, because you don't want to bottleneck out of that door with 3 players. That's asking for death. But they do get the entry frag, so that's pretty much going to unlock the door for them. Simple on the cross, gets 1, gets 2 as well. The bomb's being planted once again. But has the damage already been done from Flipside? They're coming in and they are kicking ass. Simple with the final kill. And Flipside pick it up with style. After me who got that entry, I was thinking, okay, this should be pretty straightforward for Gamers2, but I didn't factor in Simple. The Simple effect is strong. And he now moves himself just 1 shy of 30. Pretty phenomenal play from him. Bondic on 22. Maniz has been performing well on Gamers2, 24 for 18. They have to shut down Simple somehow. They have to find a way around it. But look at this. We've seen him get opening picks on A. We've seen him through mid. Now he's on B. He's playing on rotations purely. And there's also, on spawns I should say, and he's also called out this would be an eco round, and realising that he's going to be pushing in, thinking it's a B push, and he's got himself 2. That is the 30 frags. He's just tagged up another player. He gets the shot through the wall, and he does get shut down from Maniz in the end, so a bit of a poor end for Simple, but some lovely frags with the AWP, and that takes Flipside 2 points away from picking up this first map. What nationality am I? I'm English. From the northeast of England near Newcastle. There's some FAQs below the stream, guys, if you have questions, and they may be answered there. Simple is just, he's on another level right now. Go TV, please. Go TV, why you do this, Gaben? Well, it's 3 on 3, as you can see that. 4 players have fallen, the bomb's been planted. Go TV strikes again, and so does Markelov. Mihu pushing. Didn't really need to push there, I'd say. But with all these Molotovs being thrown across the board, and we've got an invisible player, boys and girls, just chilling out next to the bomb. Why the hell not? Going for the defuse. It looks like there's a player still alive. Looks like there's 2 players still alive, but they are ghosts of war. Ripping pepperonis, never forget Gamers2. Thanks, GoTV. Appreciate it. Yep, the frame rate's probably poor, guys. I stepped in last minute, my PC's not great. I can't do much about that. I'll try and fix it after this map finishes, but I can't promise anything, guys. I did this so you'd have an English stream. Gamers2, who have, I think it's safe to say, had a streaky cash. They've been looking great, and they've been looking really poor. And the latter has certainly been true for these last few rounds. Are just desperate to get some entries. They're desperate to get some frags, but they're being shut down again. This time it's from Bondic on the site. There's another one. Adding notches to his belt. Innocent's the last remaining player. He's Squeaky looking to try and rotate, but he's going to walk right into Simple's aim, and Simple, in the form he's in, is not going to miss those shots. And that is Flipside, picking up map number 1, which was Gamers2 choice of map as well. It's important to mention that, ladies and gents. That was Gamers2 choice, and they just got beaten on it handedly. So that's going to round it up for map number 1. We're going to be cutting to a quick commercial break, and when you rejoin us, will be live for map number 2. So that said, enjoy the music, and I'll see you guys in just a few moments.